land in Thái Nguyên, and this is also the main topic in our video. Can you guess where it is? It is the land of Tân Cuong in Tân Cuong Commune, Thái Nguyên City. This land is famous for Tân Cuong tea, a well-known drink not only in Thái Nguyên, in the northern mountainous place, but also around the country. And now, please follow me to learn about the land of Tân Cuong. This way. It's not difficult for me to find a hot cup of tea to get my mind for work, because tea are almost everywhere. For example, in big restaurants, or small trees in our small house, or after work in an office. So, why does this seemingly very simple drink become tradition with so many values of Vietnamese culture? In order to have good tea cups, tea has to be ground in the area with suitable soil to have the best quality. In Vietnam, tea is planted mostly in the northern, midland, and mountainous area, but the most delicious and famous is still tea in Tân Cuong Commune, Thái Nguyên City. To raise the tea flavor of this land, people have used the saying "Tea Thái, Go Truyền" to better understand this tea land. Let's go find out with me. Now this way. Currently, I am standing in Tân Cuong Commune in Thái Nguyên province. Tân Cuong Commune is from 10 km center of Thái Nguyên City to the west. The bendy roads from the city center running through numerous tea hills leading to the famous land of the tea has been upgraded and renewed. Standing in here, you can see the green color of tea with a very pleasant atmosphere. When walking on a small path around the tea hill, if you stand from a distance, you will see a color the immense green color stretches from hillside to hillside incessantly. With a beautiful green color, but when we get closer to the tea stump, we can see different from the fresh green color of the tea bud above the tops. Under the tea trees are the ruffled trunks, which are deeply rooted on the right, sandy ground. So, why the tea trees still give such young buds like that? Please watch the next part 2 of video.
And now, I will introduce to you the advantages of the geographical position with the growing tea. First of all, there are some benefits of Tân Cuong that affect growing of tea, like the flat land, which is typical of the midland area and has pH from 5.5 to 7. Land contains a lot of micronutrients that are very good for the development of tea. The weather condition of Tân Cuong is Tam-Đảo Eastern, which is cool every year. In the next part, I will describe Tea Hill, on some aspects like the area and the source of water. Cuong Tea Hills has an area of over 1,300 hectares, and the source of water in Cuong Tea Hills is from the mountain, so it is very fresh and makes the delicious taste for Cuong tea. In the next part, I will introduce the origin of Cuong tea and some types of tea that are grown in Cuong Tea Hills as Thái Nguyên tea, which has the origin from Phú Thọ. In 1992, Thái Nguyên citizens came to Bạch Hạc, Phú Hộ, Phú Thọ, and the person who came firstly was Đội Năm, the artist who made tea and was famous for Cánh Hạc tea. The citizens brought the Midland tea into Cuong Thái Nguyên to grow, and this was the time when tea began to grow in Thái Nguyên. And nowadays, there are two main types of tea that are grown in Cuong: Midland variety and F1 variety. Besides, there are also some other types of tea that are grown here as Cuong green tea, Chè Bá Thiên, or Taiwan tea. Lastly, I will introduce to you the typical characteristics of the population in Cuong Tea Hills, that are the citizens here are very friendly, and their main job is growing tea, as well as they are very hardworking. And now we move to the interview with the citizens of the next member in our group.
Well, as Toàn have just said, the main job of the local people is making tea. So follow my footsteps to a tea manufacturing factory to see how they work. I'm also very curious about their job. And now I'm standing at Hảo Đạt Tea, a tea manufacturing factory in Tân Cương Commune, Thái Nguyên City. Let's look at the work of the people at this place, who we might call tea artists.
Dạ cháu là chú ạ. Dạ vâng, chú cho cháu hỏi là chú đã làm công việc này lâu chưa ạ?
Tóm lại là chú làm từ bé, năm nay chú 50 tuổi.
Dạ.
Mà chú làm được từ lúc 10 tuổi là chú đã phải theo cha mẹ đi làm chè này.
Dạ.
Thì sau đó là cha mẹ chú thì để lại cái nghề này cho chú.
Dạ.
Chú làm thì đến bây giờ ấy thì đã thành lập được cái hợp tác xã.
Dạ vâng.
Và thành một cái làng nghề truyền thống chè của xóm chú rồi.
Dạ. Vâng, thế vậy công đoạn chú đang làm đây là công đoạn gì đấy ạ?
Đây là chú đang đánh hương chè.
Dạ.
Okay. Đấy. Tức là đánh hương này thì trong cái thời gian quá trình nó khoảng độ 30-40 phút.
Dạ. Vâng, thế chú cho cháu hỏi là từ những cái lá chè xanh ở ngoài bãi và mình có thể tạo được một cái sản phẩm chè ngon để xuất khẩu ra thị trường ấy, thì cần bao nhiêu công đoạn ạ?
Tóm lại là nếu mà có một cái sản phẩm chè ngon ấy,
Dạ.
thì chúng ta cũng phải có đủ bằng cái công đoạn. Đầu tiên là chúng ta phải hái vào thời gian, ví dụ như là hái vào sáng sớm, rồi sau đó là chúng ta về chúng ta để vào trong nhà lạnh. Trong quá trình khoảng độ 3-4 tiếng thì chúng ta cho vào xay, xong chúng ta vò, xong lúc nào chúng ta cần đánh hương thì chúng ta cho vào, chúng ta đánh hương đây, sau đó để nguội ta đóng gói.
Dạ, cháu cảm ơn chú đã chia sẻ cho cháu một số thông tin hữu ích để giúp cháu hiểu hơn về cái nghề sản xuất chè này ạ.
The process of manual tea production at this place has been around for a long time. Nowadays, this process is still used. There are many reasons that manual tea production is still an advantage. The biggest advantage is taking full advantage of the abilities of the tea growing artists, creating a unique fragrance that only by hand processing can get. In fact, manual tea production is passed down for family members and generations. That is also the reason why making tea with the traditional method has never been lost. it gradually creates a separate brand for each household in Tân Cương Commune, Thái Nguyên City. Well, to get delicious tea products, the manufacturing process is the most important. It will determine the taste of the tea when you brew. Manual tea production requires tea makers to have skillful hands, have a royal appearance, and have a delicate feeling. After picking tea leaves, tea producers have to dry immediately. With fresh tea leaves, if it is well preserved, it will only last for a maximum of 10 hours. After that time, tea will be gone rancid. When you brew, the water is red and has a rancid smell. Let it dry and cool, then pour it out. Pick up the old stalks or leaves and remove the brain. This is the final step. Tea will be packed carefully and attractively, put into a plastic bag with a thickness, and squeeze the top of the bag. Preserve in a cool, dry place. Avoid direct sunlight. We have just discussed about the tea production process here. In fact, to create a delicious tea product is really not simple and easy. Besides factors related to the expertise and production techniques, it also depends on the enthusiasm and love for tea products of each person. Well, tea making is a traditional profession of the people here. It has great potential for development in the future. And nowadays, tea products in Tân Cương Commune are very famous and very popular in the Vietnamese market.
Well, we have just found the specialty I discovered with the tea maker. It's so interesting, right? Now let's go a bit to discover more about the tea and this land. There are many interesting things ready for us ahead. We can meet the Cuong Tea brand in any grocery store in Vietnam. This confirms that the Cuong Tea is a specialty and is the most famous in Vietnam. That's the Cuong Tea. Great taste and have taste. I like it. I know, although the Cuong Tea is so famous, but it's not exported to the biggest market in the world, are Europe and American. Therefore, I hope the companies and the tea maker can find the markets to bring the tea product to the potential and for student markets at Europe and American. That is a way to rise the economic value of Tân Cương Tea. As a result, Tân Cương Tea is known by more people. So I think the first thing that we must do is that the tea business and production companies should apply the modern scientific technology into the processing and production step to enhance the yield and quality of tea. I advise the producer to grow the tea in the greenhouse and use the fresh water to irrigate as well as grow the higher productivity tea. One more thing, I suggest utilize the organic fertilizer instead of the inorganic fertilizer into the way the quality of tea. Secondly, it is necessary to have the tight cooperation of farmers and companies to make the green tea tighter and get the food standards like the GATT and Global GATT to make the stress stand at the international market. Therefore, the Cuong Tea can compete with another countries and go to the potential market in the foreign countries in the future. Thirdly, apply the tea product to the consumer in the country or other foreign countries. The more important thing is that the tea makers should notice the tea drinking culture of European and American country to have the suitable tea for them and to win their sympathies easily. The last thing, I see that the is very beautiful place where people can combine cultivating tea with developing tourism to increase their income here, and these things needs to be noted when we want to take the Cuong Tea brand in particular and Vietnamese tea in general to the world. If you are tea fan and wish to enjoy the delicious and rich tea taste, I will ask high person for going sightseeing the beautiful sights. Please come here to enjoy picking teas by yourself and walk through fresh tea hills. Or if you stay far from here, you can buy on pack of Cuong tea to enjoy its taste. I believe that it will not make you disappointed. So we will explore the beauty of Cuong Tea Hill together. I will learn more about the famous tea brand in this place. I hope that after watching this video, you will have more interesting information about this land. I hope that in next time when come here, Cuong will grow up and be more famous among many people in our countries and in the world. That's in my design. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you again.